hi. Didn't see you there. You know, here at Dr. Apocalypse Incorporated, we care about me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm awesome. So we haven't been here in a while because they didn't want to be here last time. But we're here now. So hi.
It's been so long. We fought a bone daddy. We went with Torin to the fucking archway. We fought a bone daddy. Regan didn't do anything.
Why are we calling it a bone daddy?
I don't.
There was nothing remotely attractive or oomphy about that thing.
We fought a thwart spine.
We are settling into a place that is not good.
I didn't know what the fuck to call it, okay? I was thinking about Nightmare Before Christmas earlier, alright? Leave me alone.
We'll come back in following a leaf. You headed upstairs as everyone is settling in. It is roughly 7 p.m.
I want to go to Krusk.
Do you knock on my door?
I'll probably just go to his room, yeah, and I'll knock on his door.
All right.
Yes.
She just opens it up.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I thought you would have ran away.
No, not yet.
You see
She
Crest
closes-
tying a string of sheets together.
She steps in and closes. She just like steps in and closes the door.
Definitely wasn't planning to.
Where do you think people get all that from? I mean, I'm concerned for everyone, but I'm not. It makes me feel like I'm not doing what I should. Whenever you're talking about all these drugs and all these things you bought and everything, it doesn't occur to me to be worried about you. But they are, and they were worried about me, and I don't understand anything about that. And I thought that you might.
Well, I imagine it's because they don't want me to die, or you to, I don't know, be sad. I don't know.
I didn't ask them to worry like that.
Wouldn't have mattered if you had asked. They would have done it anyway.
And that's where I'm confused, I guess.
Do you not think people care about you enough to worry like that?
No, it's just, I mean, throughout everything in Waterdeep, I learned that people do care about me, but I guess I think that I'm stronger than that. So when they say that they're worried I'm gonna hurt myself, I don't know what to think.
I mean, no one's questioning your strength. They just don't want you to, I guess, hurt yourself or anything around you. My best guess. I'm not worried about you.
I guess I did show myself to be a little bit like that recently.
A little bit.
Are you going to go out?
I was a moment ago. I don't know anymore. I haven't been putting a lot of thought into things recently.
Just having fun?
I guess. Kind of. More just distracting myself.
From everything up north? From the weird visions you were having? From everything that happened the past month?
Adventuring is fine for me. At least I used to think that. I've had people die in my arms. They were in my grasp, and I wasn't enough to keep them alive. Waiting around here has been not enough to distract myself, I guess. Just come across a lot of scary things. I'm a little stressed.
If you do end up going out, I won't let anyone know. But if you do stay, maybe if you want to talk?
I mean, if you're willing to sit back while I talk at you, the best thing I'm able to do.
I love it when you talk at me.
All right.
She will go over and get herself comfortable. Just sits down.
All right, fine. I will stay. Then, thanks.
I didn't say it enough when you guys showed up, but I need to tell all of you more often thank you for saving me. And then for saving me again.
No problem. I would have been even more miserable if I hadn't gone to help.
Come on, tell me about all the parties and things you've done.
All right, but it's a crazy story. Strap in. I pull out some straps I have in my room and I throw them to her.
She will strap in. She will find a place.
and then they talk.
Moving away from those two.
Would water do? I mean, it's by the ocean. I assume it has like a beach public area kind of thing, right?
The area around here is kind of rocky, so you don't have a ton of people out there. Most of the people you find swimming and doing stuff like that usually are near the dock ward. There's a few areas that are a little more sandy, so you see people spending time there. Yeah, you could definitely find it.
Yeah, I think she just wants to fly on to the nearest one of those and walk along the beach at night to heckin' both clear her head and also maybe look for some fucking sand dollars, perhaps.
Perfect. Roll me investigation.
That's a 14.
14? Walking around, you find a couple here and there. The first few that you'd find to be broken, either from people stepping on them, or any other number of things that can cause destruction on the shores here. The area right now, fairly quiet. The water, while moving towards summer, it's still pretty cold. And it's dark at this point, so most people have cleared out. You see the lights of the city off in, not the distance, but far enough away that you're in a relatively dim area. So it's just you and your lantern and flare.
If she can find the pieces of one of the broken ones, then she would just like take those and just mend them by casting mending on it. Just try to make it whole again. Just pocket that. Just sit and chill there for maybe an hour or so before.
Take some time there. Some silence.
Yeah.
Yep. You find a serene area where there you find some semblance of solitude in Waterdeep, which is a rarity here. At various points throughout the night, each of you individually finds rest. Some more comfortable than others, but nevertheless, morning comes, and you all find yourselves on the day of the party.
Welcome to the Obsidian Halls. Do you want alcohol?
Mr. Leaf, it is a bit early for drinking, don't you think?
Like looks over to Maxine, looks over to Krusk.
You got a pregame before a party.
Will proudly put down the drinks in front of Maxine and Krusk, like, I know my customers. This is great. I'm learning the craft. And then she'll
Max will give a thumbs up.
So, we all ready for the party?
Whatever the hell this is gonna be, I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
Kyra reaches into her bag.
There we go.
There you go.
Pulls out the bag of money and we'll slide it back over to Krusk.
Thanks, homie.
Money for me? He snatches it. Thanks. Wow. Incredible. Oh,
You regain
where did all
your
this
fat
money come
stacks.
from? What?
You regain your fat stacks.
You don't, dude.
Max will just sip her drink, looking in between the two groups of people.
I'm sorry. I went too far.
Well, thanks for giving it back. Like a day later. Any longer than that would have sucked for me. I have no other way to pay for like food or anything like that. So, you know.
Yeah.
Having my money back helps.
I was just worried about you, and I'm sorry.
I appreciate you being worried. I'm not ready to talk to everybody about what I'm dealing with, but eventually I'll...
Whenever you are, we're here.
Thanks. But yeah, anyone want some drugs?
No.
No, not really.
What you got?
I was just about to say, if like You know, I'm cool
Yeah,
with you doing it
hold
every now
on.
and then
Put
as
the
long as you
stock on
share.
the table. We gotta peruse, you know,
I
before
don't-
we
I
make
don't-
any rash decisions.
No.
There's not a lot of people here in the mornings, but there are a few. So if you could keep it down with the drug talk.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You're right. We should head around back.
We
should
have
do
a
this
no
deal in the back.
tolerance
Behind
policy
the-
inside
Even
of these
worse.
Behind the
walls.
bar.
Dude,
That's even worse.
slightly, you did drink.
Inside of these walls, we have a no tolerance policy.
You know what? No, the drug deal is off. I'm out of here. You ruined it. I'm out of here.
Oh, sorry.
He'll be
Aaron.
back. He sleeps here.
Aaron.
That's true.
I was just curious. How did you meet this friend of yours, Crust?
I basically at one of their parties, they were looking for a bard, and I said, "Yeah, sure, I need a job," and we just kind of connected from there.
Nice. You just friends, or
Sure.
that doesn't answer my question.
Yeah, it does. It's not important.
Oh, isn't this the noble friend that gave me the diamond to live?
Yes.
I should probably
Oh.
say thank you.
Yes. No, she's very kind.
She just starts walking to the door like, I'm gonna go find fancy wine. See you guys at the party.
I'm gonna
Oh.
go help her.
Probably a good idea.
You just hear
Priority.
outside, excuse me, sir, do you want 15 gold to take me to fancy wine?
I will find. No, come back. I lead her to a
Priority
wine
move.
because I know where wine is. I've decided.
Are you fixing to get your hair all did as well?
Krusk and Alif, you do find a bottle of wine that you would find. You would definitely say this is a decent quality. It's a bottle of One-Eyed Jack's.
Hell yeah.
And that would run you about 25 gold pieces.
Yeah.
I
wanna-
get
like,
2.
Oh,
Two?
I want to find. I want to find like her favorite wine, if I have that
Oh.
knowledge.
Roll me intelligence. An 8. You're not 100% sure. You know it's between either Woolenots or a like a flowery blend called Binas.
Oh no.
How much are both of them?
I will get both.
Fucking
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I will get both.
You both? Those
It's like,
are
look, I
only
brought
the
your
each.
favorite hands both
All
forward.
right, so collectively you mark off 50 gold.
50 gold. Ooh.
Yeah, so 25 each, and then
Oh, that's fine.
I'll leave 25 each. All right, you guys get wine. The other ones are braiding. Is there anything anyone would like to accomplish throughout the day?
I believe we're just getting ready.
All right.
Yeah.
The day
Yeah.
goes by. 4 bells arrives, and you make your way over. Do you want to arrive by then, or do you want to arrive? Or do you want to leave at then?
Arrive by.
Arrive by. So a little bit after you hear 3 pass by, you begin making your way there. Are you going by hired carriage, or are you going to go on foot?
Crust is gonna go by hired carriage. He's gonna find a fancy carriage.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Cross, you're the fucking best. Walking in heels is such bullshit.
I guess you guys could come with.
Yeah,
my
just
carriage as
imagine
well.
he goes and gets one, and then we all just pile in, and he's like, "Oh, right."
It's like, oh, okay, sure.
Hey guys, the carriage is here.
I mean, we can order a separate one, Crust.
It's fine now. Everybody's already in.
I am already in.
It's fine. Okay.
Fanciest carriage. It's a stretch.
It's a stretch carriage.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Of course, you know that
What a
implies
pain it
that
is
Krusk
to get around
ordered
corners.
that implies that Krusk ordered a stretch carriage, whatever that is, just for himself.
Yeah.
We piled it.
That's even better.
I'm not shocked by that. If
Yeah,
that's
Of course
right.
he
perfect
did.
Fucking
I just-
Crust.
I
He
just
wanted
imagine.
to arrive in style and forgot about you guys.
That's fair.
You all arrive
All right.
as the carriage begins to slow at the Darun estate. you can see that there are some degree of decorations. There's a bit of smoke rising as you can smell what seems like just an open fire. And the city's beginning ever so slightly to dim. You don't see many people here yet.
I will walk up to the front gate here.
The gate, you
Max
see a
Soul,
few
hope everyone
guards. Looks like borrowed from the city watch, and you see stood in between the gateway. You see Oswald Applebottom.
Yay! Oswald! Oswald, it's me!
Mr. Bensley.
Oh, well, hello! Has the party started yet?
Of sorts, yes. The bulk of the guests have yet to arrive.
Ah, sweet snacks.
Well, we just wanted to get an early start. May we come in?
No one told me there'd be snacks.
You are expected. Are these friends of yours?
Yes. I realize that there are a fair amount, but I hope that won't be a problem.
Not at all. The lady said that your guests are to be admitted as well.
Incredible.
Right this way. He turns around and starts walking into the courtyard.
Thank you,
noticed,
Oswald.
Mr. Bensley, you only brought females here.
The young lady will not be pleased.
It's less of an issue than you think it is.
Let's go, lesbians.
We have joked in the past that is crust. Let's go, lesbians! Let's go!
You are led. There are several long tables set up, most of them without seating, and there's just an array of different cheeses, fruits, and different accoutrement that might accompany a meal. A lot of this is already looking like a banquet. This appears to just be the hors d'oeuvres. There's a few people flitting about. You see a couple off by a fountain a ways away that seem to just be talking amongst each other. And there's groups of others walking about and just seeming to take in the scenery.
Do I see Oriana?
You do not.
Oswald?
Yes.
Where would Miss Oriana be?
She's inside preparing for her grand entrance to the party.
Wow.
The musicians are here.
The what?
You see a few people coming in with different instruments as they're just packing them in. There's a couple like bigger guys carrying in what looks like a set of drums and cymbals.
Krusk is just eyeing them all, just like,
Yeah, just like glaring at all of them.
I'm the part.
I'm sure they'll do great. Well, everybody, let's mingle. I'm sure you all do fine. He walks away.
I wasn't told I'd have to mingle with anybody. What does that mean?
It's small talk, you know. How do you know the person hosting the party, all that stuff?
That's the kind of stuff you talk to
Mingling
people
is
about here?
Speaking.
Yeah.
If you're speaking to each other, you are still mingling.
All right.
That's true.
Oswald,
Yes.
how do you know the host of the party?
I work for Mr. Rune. I have for some 30 years now.
Okay.
Oh wow.
What do you do?
Excellent mingling, Miss
Ajisai Kuroyuri. I think pretty sure.
Miss Ajisa, yes.
I'm going to go up to the nearest person.
You will approach a late 20s man. Looks half elven.
Hello there. Excuse me.
Hello.
My name is Ajisai Kuroyuri. As you can tell, I do not come from the city. I do not know the people here very well. I am a swordswoman who trained in the mountains in a frigid environment, much unlike any here. I've died once and come back. What's the most exciting thing about you?
I was attacked by bandits once on a merchant trip between here and Neverwinter.
How'd that go?
I lived.
Did you beat them?
No.
Who beat them?
I had guards.
Are any of them here?
Possibly.
Okay. So how do you know the host of this party?
She and I were childhood friends. We grew up not quite near each other, but enough that we ended up seeing each other at a lot of social events. There was a brief instance where they'd taken quite the fancy with me.
Oh, so you two... She perks up a little tiny bit. So, you and the host of this party, then, you were like a thing, briefly?
Not in any sort of scandalous way.
Why would that be scandalous?
I mean, things like this have to be approved of by both families, usually.
Why?
It's just the way of things.
Who says?
Never really questioned it. Our parents.
So you couldn't date because you, like, your families would have been weird about it?
Almost certainly, yes. And we were kids. I mean, this was at least...
Well, it sounds like you might have missed out on a chance to explore and to find true love. That's tragic. I'm so sorry.
Roll me persuasion.
Are you gonna make this man cry right here?
I didn't roll very well. It's from...
Yes.
Well, I'm still young, so my chances aren't entirely spent just yet.
Yeah, but like sometimes these things just pass you by, and like if you don't seize the chance whenever it happens, I don't have any compunctions like that. I found someone that I took to, and they were very understanding, and I'm happy. And it just sucks that I don't know. I guess because you're rich, you're not gonna get the same chance, huh?
I love her.
You see them just look pensive for a few moments. You are an interesting person. You said Ajisai, yes?
Yeah. Did you kill
I
any of
enjoy
those bandits that attacked you?
If I say yes, will you think I'm more interesting?
Yes, I will.
I didn't.
Oh, then no.
So sorry.
That's unfortunate. You should have lied to me.
I should have.
Well, I'm gonna go find my girlfriend. I hope you have a good party. Goodbye. I'm gonna walk away.
I hope to see the two of you again.
Okay.
That was an experience.
Yeah.
I think he's probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like Maxine in particular would have found somewhere to kind of perch and lean up against a wall to just watch that social interaction unfold from afar with a large amount of
He's gonna
amusement.
find Regan and just... Yeah, no, people here, they're just wound too tightly.
Is already drinking.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
Like,
Maxine would have
"Ooh."
just been kind of getting drinks from anyone who's passing them out or getting hors d'oeuvres. Well,
Gonna pass
just kind
Krusk.
of watching the party.
Gonna pass Krusk, assuming that we can in the nebulous space we're in, and just without expecting a response, just whisper to him like, "Just say the word, and I can make this way more exciting." Okay, bye. We're going over there.
Starts wandering the party, just mingling with some of the wealthiest people I can find,
You,
or I guess the most nobly.
The
of the
two
folk.
that you know immediately, you see Lord Killwater. He's off by himself, and you see Lady DeWitt, and the rest you've met, but those ones you specifically remember more frequently because they had allegedly had some business together that you heard from Oriana not too long ago, about a month ago. You heard about that.
I will approach Lord Killwater. Lord Killwater!
Their head slowly turns your direction. Yes.
Hello. I don't believe we formally met before. My name is Krusk Bensley.
Bensley, yes. I've familiarized myself with people I might be seeing here.
What brings you to the party? How do you know Miss Oriana?
We don't know each other personally, but we have mutual friends, and I felt it would be rude to decline. If I'm honest, I would rather not be here.
Oh, fair. What would you rather be doing?
Working.
On?
Well, mostly guarding the city. I run and lead the 2nd Expeditionary Unit that protects Waterdeep.
Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself so far.
The drink is good, and the company's not bad.
Could be worse company.
Yes, at least there's no violence.
Yes, definitely. Definitely will not be happening tonight. Just glances over at Ajisai.
As you say that and you glance towards them, Magis like catches your eye briefly and they like look away, then they look back and notice you looking at them. And they just get like an eyebrow raises and they start reaching into one of their sleeves as they hold eye contact.
I do it
with
very
you.
quick. No. shake head.
They stop and they nod with this very like, okay, for now. And then they take their hand out of their sleeve.
Anyway, Lord Killwater, has there been anything interesting happening in your neck of the woods?
Not since last year, no.
What happened last year?
There was the incident up near the mountains. I'm sure you heard about it. The Princess of Neverwinter went missing there.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Oh yes, I remember the Princess Jolene went missing, right?
That's the one.
Oh, do you know what happened to her?
She should be in Neverwinter, but we didn't keep much track of them after we sent them on their way. Our job was to recover them. We were working in cooperation with the Crown. While tensions exist occasionally, we do our best to avoid any sort of conflict, and one of their royalty going missing in our territory is tenuous at best.
What do you think she was up to? Do you think she ran off to go be with a boy or something?
You see his eyes flicker away for a moment before back to you. I'm not sure if that's any of my business.
Oh, I think you're interested though.
I'm interested in doing my job, Mr. Bensley.
Come on, give me that hot goss. You know I know you have it.
They were with someone, yes.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
They seemed rather attached to them.
Oh, do you think it was something scandalous, like she ran off to be with like some sort of like a chimney sweep or like a measly god or something?
They introduced themselves as a king of sorts. I couldn't tell you I knew anything about them, so I'm afraid that you'll have to do your own snooping if you want to confirm or deny that.
Even more scandalous. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. You have provided me with more fuel than I'll have, and than I can handle. Thank you, Lord Killwater.
It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna go talk to that person you were waving at, and he starts walking over towards Ajisai.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I out loud say, oh no.
You see a large set man wearing a deep black suit with a few just flecks of color on, as you see a few badges and what look like some small medals or ribbons adorned on their chest. Approaches you, Ajisai Rican.
Oh, hello. Important looking man.
Hi
Hello.
there.
Sorry, I had company and they seemed to be rather interested in what you were up to, so I came to say hello.
I wasn't up to anything.
I believe you.
You are?
I'm Lord Killwater. I am a Lord of Waterdeep.
So what's the most exciting thing you've ever done?
Well, I went into a series of caves and slaughtered a small horde of goblins that had been raiding nearby cities.
Okay, finally, good. So tell me about that. How was that?
It was fine. They were messy more than anything.
Why'd you do that? Were they threatening people?
Yes, they were raiding nearby villages and towns.
Oh, so you're like a hero.
I do my job.
Your job's to be a hero?
My job is to kill things that would cause harm to the people of this kingdom.
Oh. So how do you know our host?
Mutual friends, and
Were you in love with them?
absolutely not.
Oh, wow, that's a first. The few people I know here, I think, have all wanted to date the host.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
About love?
About the host.
Jesus Christ!
What is that?
Have you...
I've loved many people in my time. but
Oh,
Oh,
that's wonderful.
My business comes first.
you got someone now?
I have been in a brief relationship with someone recently, yes.
Is it still ongoing?
I believe so. They haven't told me otherwise.
You believe so?
Yes.
I feel that's the kind of thing, Lord
You should
Killwater, that you would
clarify.
definitely know.
I'm occupied, and they know that I have things to do. If they were to lose interest, I would count on them to inform me as such.
So if they just lost interest, you'd just be like, send me a letter and confirm it, and cool, we'll see
If
each
they're
other.
present, I would ask them to tell me themselves. We meet at events such as this occasionally.
Lord Killwater, I need to speak frankly. I think
By all means.
I think you need to spend more time committed to the loves in your life, and I think that the many a partner you've had, perhaps they have felt distant from you because you wish to break up via mail.
You're
Are
an
you,
interesting person.
are you perhaps more focused on your work than your partner, Lord
Yes.
Killwater?
That's what...
My duty to the city comes first.
Oh, that's very
Um,
sad.
I think you might want to strike a balance with that.
I appreciate the concern, and I'll take it under advisement.
I mean, like, protecting the city's fine, but is there anything in the city worth protecting if there's no true love in your life?
Waterdeep is the greatest city in all of Faerun. I find it to be my honor to guard such a city.
So in a
Whether
way,
it is
you're married to the
locally or
city.
far away. I suppose you could say that, sure.
That's sad.
It is at this moment I'd like to chime in and say,
Please
Kyra,
interfere.
out of boredom, Kyra would have discreetly cast Detect Thoughts and just focused it on different people in the room, and is looking at this guy and focusing it on him.
So, do you have...
Are you with the group?
No, I'm a little bit ways away.
Actually, since you seem to be a very varied individual, I'd like to ask you a question. We are currently... I don't know how far-reaching things are, but we're currently trying to track down a series of cults. We're not exactly sure what they're planning on doing, but we know that it's affecting, like, the balances between the elemental planes and the material plane. First of all, have you ever heard of anything that might go by the elemental cults? And secondly, have you noticed anything strange? Like, has the world seemed different? I've got a bad perception of these things.
There's been some incidents in the Desert Valley, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
We've sent some soldiers to the area, but given that it's parallel to the Sword Mountains, it's one of the few strategic points in the silent conflict between here and Neverwinter. So we can't exactly send in a full regiment.
Is there anything you can tell us about anything that they've reported back or said?
Kyra, you would have heard this in your head slightly first, but he basically, as he thinks it, he starts going. There was an incident in the village of Red Larch, maybe 3 days ago.
Ooh, spicy!
That's not good.
That's bad, but also spicy!
But also spicy.
It seems that the cults you speak of operating in the area are retaliating due to some foreseen or unseen slight that may have been dealt to them.
That may have been us.
This was 3 days ago?
Yeah, 3, maybe 4 days ago. The messenger system that we have going back and forth through the area isn't exactly strong, so we're getting sparse information at best from the survivors. It seems like most likely they had brought in some sort of magical item, and whatever it did, it caused a major earthquake in the area.
After she heard that, she would instantly cast Sending to Regan's dad.
All
Ooh,
right.
good call.
Kyra, you'd also want to message you. You would have heard him say something in his head that he wouldn't have said out loud.
I'm glad I randomly decided to fucking do this.
No, that
I'm
was a
really
good call.
glad you did this.
Us
Yeah.
bringing this up and you doing that was second. We're doing it. We did it. We're back on Princes. This is what I've wanted. We're back on Princes.
Yeah, so instantly cast Sending. Are you guys okay? We just heard about some terrible things happening. Please be okay.
We're doing just fine.
Ooh.
The city is... our village is damaged, but we've been tending to the wounded. Luckily, there's been some extra guards in the area lately.
We need to get there.
Lets out sigh of relief.
We need to.
Regan looks terrified.
Kyra will wave over to Regan.
Max is just looking between the two groups, perplexed.
Excuse me.
And she'll scurry off over
I
to
just
Kyra.
grip your hand a little bit before letting you go. Well, thank you for telling us.
Yeah, as soon as you get over there, she's like, your dad's okay. You don't need to worry.
Wait, how do you know?
I sent him a message.
Is everything good? I just have been watching from afar, but
Okay.
Gonna
never
put her
mind.
I was gonna put her arms around Regan.
At this point, the music starts picking up, and you see a few people pulling each other off to the side to dance. There's a light underglow that seems to build up magically around the fountain.
Hey, since they're okay, you want to get your mind off things by showing me how to dance?
Sure. She looks like she's been, like, just from that information, it was like one of those verging on a panic attack, and then it just kind of snapped her out of it, so she's just pressing her, like, palms into her eyes, just trying to breathe.
Sure. Okay, yeah, let's dance.
I'll kiss her forehead, seeing how panicked she's being.
Sorry,
No,
the only reason I'm out here was to get him home, and I just
you don't.
left him. And
You sent him to a place where you thought he'd be safe, and he is. He is safe. We just need to make sure that we get back before anything else that's worse happens.
yeah,
None of you guys know what a devastation orb is, do you?
No.
unless the DM has me roll otherwise, no.
Bleh. Max makes a wiggly motion with her hand. That's so, kinda. I know that the pickaxe, then the iron thing can make one.
What?
I heard him in his head thinking that he heard the item used to cause that devastation was a devastation orb. So I just was wondering.
But we have it.
Yeah,
There must
I
have been
reckon
more there.
Does that mean...
it could have been made beforehand.
Was it a retaliation by one of the other leaders of one of the other cults, maybe?
I don't think we're
Possibly.
going to be able to ascertain that from where we are now.
No, once we get back, that might be good. I mean, it's not good, but it might mean if we've lured the other ones out and agitated them, maybe we could find more out about them. We can turn this around. And if we get there quick enough, we can make sure it doesn't happen again.
Right.
I hope the pickle guy's alright. I was mean to him last time.
I
I
don't
send a
think you were
message to the
exactly
pickle
mean.
guy.
What? You're casting sending to the pickle guy?
Hey,
Oh.
bud. Just wanted to make sure you're doing okay. I heard about the nasty business that happened. You doing all right?
Oh, son of a bitch. He's not answering. He's dead.
No!
You don't hear words.
The gnashing of
Sure.
pickles.
He's all right.
Oh, thank God. I was so cold to him.
I want to ask who the pickle guy is, but I'm kind of scared to ask
Oh,
him.
you'll meet
And
him
all
when we
he
go.
did was offer me a pickle, and I was so cold. Very much. Pickles are... I am a pickle. Hear me out. Something was taken, withered and poisoned, and came out better for it. I am a pickle, and I feel bad that I insulted his craft.
Regan is
are you over-
dying.
You had to drink.
Oh, they look like they're having fun.
That said, you wanna
Yeah.
put this out of your mind and give this pickle a dance?
That sounds dirty as fuck.
It's what I said.
Take a pickle dancing again.
There they go.
Fun party, huh?
After they
You see
leave,
a lot of people staring at the group like,
Oh, Cord.
after they leave, Kyra is gonna send one more message to Yuri,
Mm-hmm.
just to say, "Hey, I heard about an earthquake that happened there, and I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. Please be okay."
Yeah, I'm just in a town waiting for someone that I was supposed to meet a while ago.
I don't think you
Sorry,
can.
I'm not mad. I found this monastery you talked about. I've been kind of going back and forth. It's pretty... There's a lot of dead bodies there.
If there's anyone to lecture anyone about making someone wait, it's probably me. Also, yeah, that was us. I'll be in Belliard in a week or so.
What was the expected rate
I'll
of
be
travel?
at this place. I'll be going back and forth between the two. So if I'm not at one, then assume I'm at the other.
Out of character, I think maybe the play is Red Larch, and then maybe sending to Yuri to find out where they're headed at that time, and then go there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You're not having fun, and I'm tired of Aji Sai and Regan being the only two having a damn laugh here. Come on. She's gonna hook arms with Kyra and drag her to the dance floor. It's fine. You're in good hands.
All right.
Hey, Leaf, you want to dance?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
As you all make your way to the dance floor, they seem to just be finishing a song. As up hops in front of them, you see a halfling pull out a what looks like a fiddle, a bit large on them, as they lean it against themselves and they begin this quite fast-paced tune that the rest of the instruments begin to build up behind and support, and you get this kind of runaway dances more and more, especially as you guys begin. More of the less uptight people in the party begin jumping in as well and grabbing some other people who seem a bit more reticent and dragging them in until you all find yourselves in a thrall of now reasonably sized. As it's begun to get dark and these lights build up, you see a few floating spectral orbs of light begin just dancing their way around the yard, giving off different colors of blues and oranges. The energy of the music is quite infectious, and you all find yourself lost, at least for a short period of time, in just this bit of chaotic fun.
Regan is very much devolving into like very like folk style dancing and trying to like lead Ajusai.
They're doing their best. Ajisai's doing their best to keep up. They don't know dancing.
Absolutely.
All right, Alif, it's time to boogie down.
Yeah, Max is like, we gotta fuck this up, Kyra. We gotta fuck up the dance floor. We gotta kill it.
Everybody else up.
Yeah.
All right, each group roll me performance.
Yeah!
Here we go.
It's time to fuck it up supremely.
Alrighty.
No!
Here we go. Yeah. 16.
All right.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
my god!
Plus 8? No. Plus 1.
Plus one. Okay.
Oh, no!
I
I'm
got
definitely
18.
leading.
What the fuck?
Regan, come
Okay,
on.
I have
18.
I have good
coming.
reactions and eyes. I
Regan,
follow.
Come on.
Regan!
I'm apparently
We
back.
suck.
Yeah!
Plus D4.
Dance Masters!
You find yourself kind of laughing in between dancing, Regan, and your performance of the actual dance suffers for it because you keep just making eye contact with Ajisai, who's having a blast. They're copying as best they can. They seem to follow through with some of the movements just a bit better because they're not as bashful. But you both are having an excellent time. Kyra, you find yourself occasionally hoisted off the ground by the powerful build of Maxine, as Maxine leads you through a fairly regimented dance. Maxine seems like she's not unfamiliar with the movements themselves, and the other two seem to just be going buck wild.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh,
I didn't know you could throw me that far.
I didn't either.
I was present for the dance.
Nah, that fucking lived for it.
At some point, Maxine
was-
just lifted up Kyra, and Kyra wasn't actually dancing; they're just being moved.
Just
Kyra's
holding,
just limp.
just holding Kyra over her shoulder like a jukebox, like, yeah.
Okay.
As the song finishes, Kyra, while you're up there, you noticed a few figures moving through the crowd that look different from the rest of the guests. You see a few robed figures, 3 or 4, it looks like at a glance, with two moving together while the other two seem to be going around, just tending to things. They don't seem to be trying to hide at all. And they definitely stand out given their strange appearance compared to everyone else's clothes. As you're seeing that, the front doors to the estate open, and the music cuts entirely for a second before it switches to more of a waltz. As you just hear, much louder than you expected, this echoing voice of Oswald Applebottom being like, "Ladies and gentlemen of the party, Miss Oriana Daroon." And trailing out of the doorway, you see in a white silk dress, their hair long pulled over one shoulder, with just the faintest jewelry that looks like a mixture of gold and platinum, slowly begins to descend the stairs. There's some applause from people around as they all welcome the lady of the party, who just seems to be flitting around.
Miss Oriana, it's so good to see you.
Mr. Bannisley, what a pleasant surprise. They say, giving you a wink.
Well, you look absolutely stunning. You always do, but you know.
They give you a big smile. They'll look past you for a second, which you see it falter for a second, and then return. They're like, "Who's this?"
This is my good friend Leaf.
Hello, Miss Oriana.
A pleasure.
You, saved my life? Scratch his cheek.
You,
I did?
this, you remember that time when, I was asking for, a diamond to, save my friend's life?
Yes, I do remember.
This is the person that I needed the diamond for.
Well, I'm so glad that I could have helped keep you in the world of the living.
Yes, when Crust told me that you were holding a party, I really wanted to make my way here so that I could meet you and give you my utmost thanks. I brought some wine as well.
Yes, Oswald told me. He's had them airing out for a little while now. Would you both care for a glass?
I would love some. We could perhaps share another glass of, like pull out like the two bottles.
You got Pinas! They
I got
reach for it and they hold
Pinas!
them up.
You got Pinas!
I did do that one.
I'll have them open this right away. And you see as they state this, apparating as if from nowhere, Oswald is just beside them. Like, right away, my lady. You see him produce a corkscrew in one hand. As he begins screwing into it, he turns and starts walking over to a nearby table.
While we wait for these bottles of wine to breathe a bit, would you do me the honor of sharing a dance?
I thought you wouldn't ask. They hold a hand out towards you.
He will gently grab and lead her towards the dance floor.
As the dance slows down, and presumably Agisai and Regan start also dancing more slowly, more intimately, she will pipe up. She will take a second and clear her mind, and then, okay, I think this is about where I wanted to be when I talked to you about it. Remember I told you before there's something I wanted to talk to you about here?
Yes.
It's not even really a big deal. It's not even really a whole conversation. I just wanted a situation where it seemed like it would be easy to test. I've never really felt the way I feel about you, about, anyone. Never really had a chance to. Everybody I grew up with was like family. Whenever I was, a revenant, I couldn't feel much of anything. Even then, I sort of felt a little bit of an inkling of something. And whenever I came out of that, those feelings got a lot stronger, obviously. I mean, not like it's been it's not a secret or anything.
What? Wait, you like me? That's crazy. Sorry.
And I've been wondering, I don't really have a point of reference for what this is like for other people, and it's not like I ever got any advice about relationships from my mom. You just gonna have to bear with me here for a second. I want to take out the filter of love, and I want to uncork it, without saying anything about what it is, lock eyes with Regan, and then Ajisa will close hers, and then tilt her head back, and I'd like her to drink it.
See a wafting pink mist come out before it's quickly downed by Ajisai.
Without opening her eyes, put the bottle back into her robes, and then very slowly she'll press her forehead against Regan, still keeping her eyes closed. Take a very large breath, and then slowly open them.
How do you feel?
As you hold eye contact for a second as they open their eyes, Regan, you just see the normally piercing red gaze of Ajisai's is this vibrant pink for a few seconds before it slowly, almost like glittering stars, fades back into its regular red.
Enamored. I wanted to know if how I felt was comparable or was the same thing as how this would make me feel.
And?
It feels exactly the same.
Well, I'm glad. Because that means we are on exactly the same page.
You know what this does mean, right?
What?
I think I love you.
Well, I guess that means I love you too.
Thanks for getting me out of that wall.
You're welcome.
And thanks for standing by me.
I told you, I'm not going anywhere.
That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about.
I will put my hand on the back of her neck and pull her in for a kiss in front of the crowd because right now I don't care.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
There's you guys haven't noticed, but it's gotten a little bit quieter, and when you do this, there's another small round of applause from people surrounding you.
Oh.
It's just so beautiful.
Kara, you already noticed a leaf. At this point, you become aware that there are a few robed figures moving around through the crowd.
Kara, who are they?
I don't know. I'm really curious about that. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts again. And I'm gonna read one of their minds.
Which one? There's two off by themselves, and there's two together. One slightly taller than the other.
Whichever one is closest to me.
All right. You get. Man, I wish I could just go get some of those snacks right now. Did they just open wine?
What are they thinking?
Man, they really wish they could get some food. It's really boring stuff.
Got it. I grab the tiny weenies.
Okay.
Itty bitty weenies.
And I start making my way over toward the man with the dancing lights. Kara, I got this. Come on.
All right, I got wine.
As you make your way through the crowd towards the one casting the dancing lights, you briefly bump shoulders, and you look up, and faster than you expected, one of them moving through the party seems to have just accidentally bumped into you, Kyra. And you see them just look up at you briefly and be like, I'm very sorry.
Ah, no problem. You working the magic scene here, I guess?
Kind of. We're doing a couple things tonight, but I hope you're having fun.
Yeah.
No thanks. My master would be very cross with me.
But what is he really thinking?
He's like, I need to get away from them.
Oh.
Need to get away from them.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I just I really should be going.
Who's your master?
He's Master Exisurin. He's one of the archmages of the city.
And what'd you say your name was again?
You can call me Malcolm, but I really should be going.
Okay, bye, Malcolm.
And he starts making his way back to the larger figure.
I want to focus the thing on the big one that he's talking to now.
You do so, you receive nothing back.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
Focusing it back on Malcolm, do I get anything as he's talking to him?
They don't seem to be speaking. You just see him looking around. You're like, I wonder who we're supposed to be actually looking for.
Oh.
Interesting. Looking for somebody, but they don't know who.
You think it might be who we're supposed to be finding? At that point, they're probably looking for Ajisai, right?
be. I hadn't thought about that.
I start walking toward the two of them.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna see if he knows him.
She'll go back to wallflowering, but we'll still keep the focus on Malcolm.
All right, you're just remaining on your own.
Yeah.
And I just want to make my way over and see if I can get the duo's attention again.
Yeah, you do so. How do you want to go about getting their attention?
Getting in front of them.
You, as you interpose yourselves between them and everyone else, they briefly stop in the flickering lights of the moving, dancing lights around the party. You look at the younger one. He looks about maybe 23.
Hello again, Malcolm.
Hello.
And the other guy?
He seems much older. It's hard to pinpoint, at least in his 50s. Fairly unkempt bit of whitish hair peeking out from under the hood. He's got thin features, a heavy amount of wrinkles as he peers down with you with very thin eyes.
Sorry for interrupting and getting in your way. There was something I wanted to ask you before you left. Does the name Diarchus mean anything to you?
Not to me, no. You feel a bony hand touch you on the shoulder. It does mean something to me, however.
Then, would you like to speak about that?
Lead the way.
One moment, if you can. And she's gonna wave to Kyra like, Kyra!
She is walking over.
Kyra, maybe we should get everyone over to a quieter area?
Looks to the two of them.
This man knows Diarchus.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Gonna have to peel those two away from each other real quick.
Oh.
She will go and gather the group.
Yeah, no, Kyra, before we meet this man, give us the rundown. What is happening?
So, Malcolm was here.
Was or is?
He's right over there. That guy, I'm assuming, he's calling him his master. The name Diarchus means something to him.
And that's the person we're delivering the box to, right?
Presumably, yeah.
Okay.
Looking in that direction, Maxine, you see at about the 3/4 mark where they are, a look of realization crosses one of their faces, and you see him turn briefly as though to leave, and then he stops, and he slowly turns back and just raises one hand.
The moment that there's like eye contact between the two and there's a ripple of recognition, it's kind of like full stiffening before the hand kind of raises and she nods a little.
Hello.
Silently, the older figure just seems to scan all of you briefly. Hi. This is hi, Maxine.
The more the merrier.
I'm Malcolm. I'm sure I've met some of you already. This is my master, Exeuserin.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you both. I assume you had business with us?
I believe I have business with one of you.
Is there any way we can help you pinpoint who?
One of you possesses something that belongs to me.
I don't think any of us own skin cream.
You were given a parcel from a dragonborn in Afkatla.
Oh.
I'm sure it's caused you no deal of trouble.
What do you do?
I am one of the archmages of the city. I study magic and use it to defend its people.
So you're...
Predominantly.
Ever heard of this guy?
Exius, roll me Arcana or History. History
I haven't
would be
heard.
harder.
19.
19? You've heard of him.
Perfect.
He's, in terms of archmages in the city, he's one of the younger ones. There's not a lot that goes around about him other than he's kind of creepy looking. And he doesn't really get out much. He's definitely really, really focused on his craft. You would know he's always trying to push the brink of magic. People have said he's trying to break into schools that have hitherto been mostly unheard of. To what success you're unsure of, but people have said that he's tried to create new magics and things like that. Otherwise, he's known fairly well for abjuration.
I just was gonna kind of be like, I'm sorry, I need to just quickly confirm something. You all continue without me. I'm gonna go find Gilwater.
If you don't mind saying, what are your plans with this parcel?
Examination,
Question.
storage.
I know it's a losing battle, but I want to try and insight that.
So, roll me insight.
Well, if anyone's gonna succeed at this, it's gonna be you. I take it back. I didn't realize you didn't have proficiency in insight. But
I have a negative wisdom.
For those
Good for
listening,
you.
that was a nat fucking 20.
Yeah.
You hear the slightest drop of interest as he moves on to storage. He seems mostly keen on examining the item.
Okay.
Do you
All
know what this thing is?
I have some degree of understanding, yes. Do you know what you hold?
It has not been opened, but it does have a presence over people.
If it's been exuding any sort of presence around you, that means whatever seals have been put on it are weakening.
Can you reseal it?
I should be able to contain it, yes.
Just for our own comfort levels, could you elaborate on what you know about this thing?
I do not speak its name. Not here.
He who must not be named or
Can we
something?
do it somewhere else, maybe?
You could join me in my tower.
Yeah, you have a wizard's tower?
I do. I would not be able to take pupils elsewise.
Oh,
Yeah, fair.
oh, that sounds fine to
Interesting.
me.
And what do your pupils study under you? If I might
Whatever I ask
inquire.
of them. Mostly abjuration. That's why I'm sought out. Ajisai, you locate Lord Killwater fairly quickly. He stands easily ahead above most people at this party.
Excuse me. Lord Killwater, hello. It's me,
Yes.
the one that says way too much at any given time. Sorry if
Oh, I'm ready for more conversation with you. Far more exciting than most people here.
that man over there. He's gonna motion towards Exius. We're doing some degree of business with them, and we are uncertain about how much we can trust that person. Not that we have any reason to distrust them, we just need to be really sure that the business we're doing with them is above board. Do you know them at all? What's their reputation like? Do you...
The affairs of mages largely are outside of my purview. I said I do know that if that is Exius, he has worked with the city to set up wards and spells that have assisted the different divisions of military in defending not only the city walls themselves, but the villages and outlying settlements. But as to his businesses elsewise, mages are a tricky bunch in that respect, so I couldn't give you anything definitive, I'm sorry.
Do you keep, like, proper watch on people like them just in case they do anything untoward?
We do our best, but the things that happen in those towers are rarely so easily surveilled.
I think I can trust you. We were given an item that it connected me to some visions that I had of an individual who sent a large black dragon towards me. And I've actually come to understand this city's well defended, both what you said and there's defenses in the city to stop things like that. We're supposed to leave it with that guy, the object that they're after. And it seems we want to be done with it. And it seems like leaving it in the city's the best thing to do with it. So we're probably going to end up leaving it with him. I mostly wanted his reputation, but I just want you to know that we are passing a thing off to him and we don't know what it'll do. Or if they have bad intentions.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
I will inform people I believe would be able to assist in such a situation then.
Thank you. Heads back to the group. My mutual friend, as best as they can, seems to think that you check out intention-wise. Given the nature of the delivery, I'm guessing you can understand why we might be a little cautious.
I do not begrudge you to check on what reputation I might have in the city.
She'll look to the rest of the group. I have reason to believe that if things go wrong, there are people who would be able to see to it that they don't go too wrong.
It's good to hear. I like that.
So if you are who we're supposed to pass the box off to... She takes a deep, cautious breath in. I would not mind being done with this.
I'm sure it's caused you a great deal of grief.
You have no idea.
Ajisai is going to reach into her robes and take it out. If we're passing this off to you, then it's important you know there's something connected to this that's sealed inside. Not in it, but connected to it that wants it. It kept pulling us in to see visions, me specifically. Others were involved, but he kept trying to contact me. And he sent a very large, ancient-looking black dragon to fetch it. So if you keep this here, be aware that whatever that is, it's on the hunt for this.
He processes this for a moment and kind of nods. All right.
And if you open it, whatever that thing is, will probably not stop until it finds you and kills you, or
That's
forces
not,
you to submit to it.
He remains pretty poker-faced during all of it. I am aware of some of the specifics of the item, and I know its risks.
She'll take her hand off from over it and offer it towards him.
He extends a hand out from the cloak. As he pulls it back, you see a long cane is supporting the other hand, and the inside of the cloak is glittering as though it was like emitting very soft starlight.
Oh, pretty.
One hand rests on the box.
Ajisai's fingers will tense very slightly. If it begins to leave her palm, she will very lightly grip it, but then release immediately, almost imperceptibly.
You're very strong to be able to give up such an object. He holds his hand out, and then you just see him twist in the air, and he opens his palm out towards you, and the box has vanished.
Go ahead.
And if you have any other things you want worked on, we're at the Obsidian Halls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if that offer to come to your tower still stands, I am way into that.
I am always accepting new students. If
Okay,
you
do
wish
I
to
have to be like
learn
a student though? Like, can I just kind of visit in like a library kind of thing?
the materials in certain places are unfortunately unavailable to those unready for them. I would have to measure your skills, and such things would take time. If you wish to overlook some things, I could provide a selection of information that might be useful to you, but I must take the utmost caution. Meddling with things you don't understand can lead to catastrophe.
Yeah, I
Meddling with
getcha.
things they do not understand. Do you want? Can we ask one favor? This might be a lot to ask. Can we borrow Malcolm for the night?
Yes.
All right, Malcolm.
Is that all?
Your master says that you're ours for the night.
What?
So you're coming back to us. You're staying here, and then we're going to take you back to the Obsidian Halls, okay? And then,
Master, please, I really need to be
That was
studying.
a bread noise.
No, if that is all you request, then by all means. You
That's
may
it.
borrow him for the
have a
evening.
few
Maxine
questions
is
for
looking
you.
at Ajisai.
she's giving a
Hollow.
big goofy smile
Hollow
back to
look.
Maxine. Just look at
Hollow.
that.
Help
It's a
me.
very I got you. I don't know if this is
You-
what you want, but I got you.
You fucking traitor.
Long time no see.
Well, I'm gonna leave you two alone. Bye! I'm gonna go dance with my girlfriend.
Yeah,
Friends
I'm
are a
not your
lot.
girlfriend.
Oh, you have no idea.
I have a slight idea.
That's fair. I heard about that. Thanks for warning them, even though it didn't help. But
I thought I had to do something. I didn't know that would, I think, somehow lead to this happening.
yeah, it's
Sorry, I
funny how
didn't
that
come to
works
see you.
out. I mean, things were weird last time You look good. Your nose healed back.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. You know, it's
Oh, look at
in
that.
the right light, it's still like a little bent, but for the most
did you-
part,
Cleric.
yeah. No, I'm still pretty good on money.
Decent work.
So
Could have done better, but
You look good. You got some new scars, or at least ones that I can see.
you know the Earth Temple and all of that.
But no, I don't know all of that. I'm sorry, Earth Temple?
Yeah, I was traveling on my own for a while and met up with these guys, and we went to this temple, and it was this whole cult situation. I figured if anyone knew about that, you might have
No, sorry. I don't keep. I've been kind of absorbed in my studies lately. I'm learning a lot.
Your master seems
Scary.
intense. Yeah, I was about to say.
He is. He's scary. But he's the first mage I've heard of that doesn't do that really push the boundaries of things that magic can do, and I think it's some of the best things I can be learning right now. It's also helped me figure out my condition. I've been getting better at parsing things and seeing the future a little bit better.
So that's what you're studying with him. Your
Can't.
divination stuff.
Not really. I'm actually. I can't really talk about it.
Come on.
No, I literally can't. It's an enchantment.
Really?
Yeah, he's very
It's
serious
fucking
about these things.
enchantment on you.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I were to say anything, he would A, no, and B, it would probably hurt.
Have you met the host?
Miss Daroon, I believe, right?
Fucking nut job. Really into my friend though.
She's sweet. We've had a few passings by, but I think I'm kind of a nerd in her eyes.
In her eyes, yeah.
But I'm cool. What?
I think I know you a little too well to be, you know, you
Listen,
do your
I've gotten
thing.
a lot better since the last time we talked.
I think you could like show me something now.
Here? No.
Oh, come on!
I've been taught like killy stuff, and so
Okay,
most
but not that stuff. Come on, man.
I don't know. I mean, here's an easy one. He flicks his finger up at no, not even. He just starts whispering under his breath, and you see a bird just plummet out of the sky.
Kill that bird?
No, it just can't fly. You see him take a second, he just shakes his head, and a few seconds later, where it fell, you see a bird take off. That one's not super impressive, but it's the only thing that I can do right now that won't really change the outlook of the party.
Well, I'm glad you're starting to. It's cool that you're studying with someone. What are you doing? Are you
I'm okay. I'm not much different than I was before, but I'm not he like pulls his arm back and you see the thick layer of scars up the arm. I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh, that's
but
good.
I think I found better ways to rectify the problems that I caused. So it's
Malcolm, you can't keep blaming yourself for that.
it literally was my fault.
I know, but you didn't know what trying to.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure Mom would have said the same thing, but I have been raised to believe that, you know, the problems I cause are the problems I need to fix. So if I can, then I want to do something about it. And at the worst case scenario, I entirely fail. I can live with that forever, and maybe I'll make the world a slightly okayer place.
Don't worry, man.
Well, you have me for the night, so what are we doing now? Because I'm not allowed to leave now. You want to get a drink?
Yeah. Let's live a little.
Okay. Starts walking back to the group.
I would like to go up to the band.
Wait.
What?
Give me a price. I want dream flakes or whatever. Fuck it.
All right, give me 30 gold.
Ooh, I want to.
All right, 60 gold.
Husk.
Just rob
Fuck's
him.
sake. Fine.
They're my drugs!
I'm asking you to be cool
Screams
as a
that in the
fucking
middle of the party.
friend.
And I'm asking you to pay me 60 gold for my drugs!
The needle on the record
Regan
stops.
and Ajisai are like elsewhere at this point in the area. He's like, I don't think he realizes how loud he's being.
She'll like let go of probably what his clothing, which she was holding. She'll brush his shoulder up and then like push him to go.
Okay. All right, boys. You mind if I join you for a song?
Yeah, no, sit down, play a spell. One of them slaps a stool up next to them.
I pull out my flute. You'll know the song once I start playing it, so join me as soon as I play it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I love you. I can't believe I'm switching to the Krusk Bensley hate club. I love
The
I
Waterdeep,
despise.
the legendary Waterdeep Cantina. Everybody knows
Nothing
that.
but ill will. So this is a win-win situation because either I turn this into Regan, and she'll rattle them. Like, ooh. I know you're a
shake
student now. Oh, come on. Brain, you're the wizard here. Think.
I know what you're implying. I'm fucking with you. Flaking on the beach sounds fun. We're not swimming though.
Flick on the beach.
No. Never again. Never again.
Have this.
I could fuck with that.
Or I could just walk around town. You can show me where you guys are staying.
Yeah, probably head to the beach.
You flaking on the
I don't
beach?
know. Max is kind of Max is gauging this off of Malcolm because she's still like, I threatened to kill you, and so kind of following his lead.
I'm pretty sure that's the tower I study at over there. I don't know. It's a snake right now, so
Ah,
it could not be that. And they definitely just lying on the beach talking like that.
Yep.
Unless interrupted.
Hi, Krusk.
Hello.
Do you know anything sort of bouncy folk style that you can play
Do
for
I
me?
know anything? Of course.
And-
We'll start playing something like that.
I'd like to teach Oriana to line dance.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
oh, you fucking menace.
What is Oriana wearing again?
She's wearing a flowy white silk dress. It seems to glisten a little bit, but they keep up well enough.
Yeah, I'd say after the song after Krusk's song ends, she'd probably be like, all right, heading out.
Basically just leave as soon as the line dance is over, I guess.
All right, there you guys find yourselves
Hell yeah.
walking back. You guys are walking back.
I would
Sure.
like to walk back.
You have a little hour-long trip. Just cross the ever-dimming city. You see different crews beginning to light some of the manually lit oil lamps.
Whenever we get like a little bit further out. You seem really interested in that tower stuff.
I mean, yeah, an archmage like that's got to have a ton of useful spells in there. But I don't think we have the time to get all involved with that.
But it's something that does interest you. That's pretty cool. I mean, hopefully he's on the up and up, but it seems like we're done with what Diarchus asked us to do. And the stuff that's happening, the stuff with all the cults and everything. I don't know what to say about what I want to bring up to you, but I thought that you were someone that probably should know. How have you felt since coming back to Waterdeep? It's been really lively, and whenever we were fighting earlier, I was able to do a whole lot and actually reach everything and do everything I needed to do. Torin seems like he's getting a lot better. And it looks like meeting Oriana was really nice. I was able to meet the person who was able to save me, and now that box is here, and obviously we don't want to leave it here all by itself, and there's all sorts of things. Just I really like it in Waterdeep, don't you?
Yeah, it's been tense ever since we got here, dealing with this box, and I feel like I haven't had a lot of time to admire the relative peace that we've been having here.
At first, I was really upset that Ajisai had the box here, and I was really worried that I couldn't do much of anything with it, that I couldn't make sure it went to where it was supposed to go, but I think that Ajisai having it has made me at least enjoy being back in the city for as long as we have.
It's gotta feel good to do what you said you were gonna, right?
I settled everything with my previous master, and now I know that my dad's out there and he's doing really, hopefully gonna do good. Maybe I can send for someone to come and get him or bring him back to the halls or something.
I'd love that for you.
But I don't feel that way whenever I leave. Whenever I left with you guys, I wasn't able to do a lot. I wasn't able to see as well as you guys. I couldn't make my way through, and then I ended up getting turned to stone. It just
But-
feels that maybe I'm better doing stuff like that. Just finding things like that to occupy me, and maybe not dealing with crazy elemental things. Crazy people turning me to stone or keeping people down below inside of caves and cages.
You're saying you want to stay here, right?
I mean, someone has to keep an eye on Torin and let Bax know what's going on when he comes back, and...
It's true, someone does need to keep an eye on Torin.
Are you okay with that? I know that it feels like I'm ditching you guys when you're about to do something dangerous.
You just got done dealing with a lot. You know, were caught by your master, you ended up killing your master, and it's kind of like almost like a fresh start, in a way. I understand if you want to take some time to figure out what you want to do from now on. I'm going to miss you like crazy, but this is important to you, and I want you to go for it.
If you wanted me to stay, I would. You know?
Alif, I'm always going to want you to stay around, but I think you should do what it is that you want to do. That's what I've always been saying, ever since we first met. And now that you have this, it makes me happy, honestly. Not to say goodbye, obviously, but that you want things for yourself and you want to pursue things.
I wouldn't even really be here if it wasn't for you, and I haven't been away from you that long since leaving, and I just don't know how I'm gonna feel being away from you, you know? You're my first friend.
You're mine too, since leaving home.
You'll be okay?
Yeah, I think I'll be okay. She wants to pull out the sand dollar that she picked up on the beach, and she wants to hand it over to Alif.
She will take it.
You lost the rabbit's foot, so I've been looking around for something to replace it. This is supposed to be good luck.
She takes it. She will give a look to it, and she goes over to give Kyra a hug.
She will also hug you.
I hope that you find her fast.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
Same. And then the camera pans.
Pull away from those two walking down an empty street, finding their way slowly back to the Obsidian Halls. You see Oriana dragging Krusk somewhere for whatever could be the reason.
Oh.
Dynamic duo on the beach, watching the world turn into spaghetti.
Yep.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah?
When the party's about to end, there's something I'd like to do.
All right. What possibly could it be?
A kobold finds itself apparating, and as things are ending at the party, a kobold begins to rush around and terrorize the remaining guests as Regan and Ajisai see themselves out. As she snickers silently, trying to suppress it to herself as she leaves.
Wails and shrieks as Oriana tears herself away from you, Krusk, and runs to the window as a small bluish figure darts about the courtyard, being chased by several guards, and you see just ducking out as you catch up to her. You just see stepping out of the front gate the red hair of Ajisai and the robes of Regan.
Kind of way. They turn to leave.
I shake my fist at you like an old man.
Heck yeah.
I can't believe you.
And I think
We
with
could
that,
have coordinated.
I think we'll end it there.
What a good party.
Yep, no, that was fun.
Party.
Hell yeah, that was great.
That was a great session. Well, people on the YouTube side, I think we're gonna head out. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Everyone say goodbye to the YouTube boys.
Bye-bye.
See you in 2 weeks.
Goodbye, YouTube boys.